Hey guys, I hope that everyone's doing well. I just decided to come on really quickly and talk about something that happened today. It's a topic that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and a lot of times people think this is like a fluffy thing and it doesn't exist, but it's our money mindset. And something happened today, and I just wanted to share with you. So first of all, many of you know that I immigrated with my family, and when I was 15, 2 suitcases and $50, and we lived in government shelters and government housing. I had 2 part-time jobs when I was in high school. So needless to say, obviously I struggled, right? But now I'm okay. Like I got from struggle to a place where I'm good. And first, before I actually get to what I want to talk about, I just want to encourage anybody who's struggling out there, because right now I know the economy stuff, people are losing jobs. I want to tell you, you're not always going to struggle. So if you make the right money decisions and if you teach your children the right way, you're not always going to be in the same place where you are. However, financially, you may not be in the same place where you began, but when you take your finances to that place, you also need to take your mindset with you. And I find that this is something that I really struggle with still. So, sometimes my friends say, oh, well, that's what keeps you humble, which is great. But I actually have a speaking engagement in May, middle of May, that's coming up, and it's for a women's only conference. It's pretty exciting. I'm going to be up on the stage, and I wanted to buy a dress or something that's going to make me, like a power dress, something that's going to look really cool. And I found this dress. And, but you know what? I looked at the price tag and I was like, this is a lot of money. And it's not even crazy amount of money. Okay. But, I was with my daughter and we looked at it and I was like, you know what? I want to set a good example. Especially the first time we saw the dress, I tried it on and it looked spectacular. And I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I want to set a good example. I don't want to just like impulse buy this thing. And since then, it's been probably a month and we've been still talking about the dress, and my daughter took some pictures of me in the dress and she was actually sharing that. She shared it with my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law was like, yeah, she said, that's not that expensive. It's okay. And so sure, I can afford that dress, but mentally I'm having very difficult time to buy that dress. So what actually happened today is that we ended up going to the mall because, we needed to do a few things. But since that month, since I saw that dress, I bought a few other things, which were just like, they're nice, but they're like I don't feel, the same way as I did when I put on that dress. When I add up how much I spent on all of those things in the last month, I spent what I would have spent on that one dress. So, I'm being very, very candid here, very transparent. But I just felt like I needed to come on and say, sometimes we think we're saving money, and sometimes, we're not okay spending money on something that's really it. And instead, we spend money on these like other little things, but that's not really fulfilling us, or it's not satisfying. So sometimes, I do have posts where I discuss the difference between cheap and frugal. I think this was definitely not, in my head, I was like, no, I'm being frugal. But in reality, I was really being cheap. So yes, I can afford the dress. And, I had a conversation with my daughter and I said to her, we literally added up everything that I bought in the last month. And that is pretty much the cost of that dress that I really, really wanted. So I guess the point of me coming on today and just speaking with all of you is just, if there is, if you are struggling right now, and you're probably following me for a reason and following people just like me because you are making the change in your generational wealth trajectory. You're getting yourself educated. You're getting your children educated. Make sure that you're also changing your money mindset. And it is important. Our money mindset is really stuck sometimes based on how we grew up, the environment that we grew up in, the community that we grew up in, because everybody was probably thinking the same way. Sometimes we really have to question ourselves, like things like, what did I hear about money when I was growing up? What did my parents say? What did my community say about money? What did I see? What's wealth? What does define wealth? What did my parents model, or what did my community model when it comes to money? And that's inside of us, and I am struggling with it even to this day. But we have to be mindful of it, because we are passing that on to our children. So I literally had a conversation with my daughter, and I sat her down and I said, listen, this dress has been the talk, and we've been talking about it for the past month. And I said, I literally had her add up everything that I've purchased in the last month. And I said, that's the dress. And should I have gotten the dress? I should have. And so, I just said to her, I'm like, sometimes, that's really being cheap. You think you're being cheap, but you're buying all these other things where you're like, oh, I'm saving money, but that's not really what I want. What I really wanted was that other thing. So anyways, I don't know if this helps you in any way. I don't know if this resonates in any way. It was just on my heart, and I felt like I needed to talk about it. But thank you so much for jumping on, and I will see you guys soon. And you know what? If you have any questions for me, or if you want me to post about anything, or a specific topic or whatever, just send me a DM. Let me know what you're interested in, and I will do my best to post about it and answer your questions. Take care. Bye.